This is a lesson for Secret School of Business, and this is for the class on personal branding. Why is it important to be different? I'm just going to give you a little bit of information. I want you to process it, think about it, reflect on it. We can talk about it in class. It's important to be different because that's the key to getting noticed. And you can't build a brand if you don't get noticed. And here's something you need to know about how the mind works. It turns out that there's only about 40 watts of energy for every one of our brains to work with. And because that's true, what we typically do is we do our best to minimize energy expenditure. The brain is always trying to save energy. The brain is always trying to find a way that's the easiest way to get things done. And for that reason, it typically looks at sameness, things that it's already judged and categorized as safe and not a threat. That sameness gets put into a bucket and ignored. So when you do what everyone else does, when you behave like everyone else behaves, brain says, I don't need to pay attention to that. I'm ignoring it. It turns out if you want to get noticed, you got to be different. We'll talk about the difference between being eccentric and being different in class. But for now, just reflect on the fact that the mind is a lazy piece of meat. It has to be surprised into being attentive and willing to give something a second look. And you have to be willing to be different enough for the mind to care. That's our brief lesson. Think about it. We'll talk more in class on Thursday night.